What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I'm here to do a dream catcher read for the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancer, you guys are third this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into y'all's reading. Hopefully, you guys have got up to date with some channel changes. Nothing too drastic. Just want you guys to know that this is your permanent placement for your reading. Okay, you guys are in week 1. I've separated all of the signs out like I normally do, 4 signs a week. However, if you are new to the channel, I do readings for 3 weeks straight, okay? And then I go on a vacation, like a little break. It's to help cleanse the energy, okay? And so if you're new, that's basically how things are going to be running from now on going forward, okay? So you can always look for your reading during week 1, okay? That way you're not, in anticipation, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. First card is your energy. Bottom card here is the energy of the person or situation and then one energetically from the middle which is the energy between you and the situation and or person. Okay, so there are no clarifiers in this reading. Okay, primarily this is about what's going on in your subconscious. You can relate these or associate rather these readings with any present or recent dreams that you've had. Okay, so we have the Empress. Okay, to start off, of course, feminine energy. Then we have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy. Okay. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is the energy between you and or the situation or person, okay? Which is possibly a situation, okay? Or it could be a multitude of people, okay? Whenever I see this Death card, and we'll kind of get into that in a minute, okay? So let's start off with this Empress card, Cancer, okay? Usually with the Empress card, of course, like I said, feminine energy. I usually, for me personally, I associate Earth energy with the Empress, only because she's usually like in a garden, as this one is, okay, and usually is either pregnant or within this deck, the Tarot of Dreams, she's holding, a child, okay, so Cancer, you could be either with child or expecting a child soon for some of you. For others of you, it could just be a birth of ideas or creation of some sort, okay? You could be dreaming of someone that's of like Empress status, okay? Someone who is very mature or motherly of some sort, okay? And so by all means could be something that's correlated in your dreams, okay? I very seldomly suggest that everyone kind of keep up with their dreams, especially if they're very vivid or lucid, if you will. There's, you can analyze your own dreams, basically. If there's anything of significance, like if you see a child constantly, it could be your inner child. It may not be an actual child. It could be your inner child work that needs to happen as far as between your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, okay? So that's not going to be for everybody. That's just for some, okay? Let's move on to the situation and or person with this Death card, okay? Scorpio energy, which is your co-water sign, okay? Which is right after you, okay? Like I've been saying this week, it's like and for the past month or so, the signs are starting to kind of connect to one another. So you could have Scorpio in your chart, possibly, okay? Especially if you know your birth chart, okay? It could be also, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but you don't have to be, okay? With this death card, though, like I said, it could be dealing with multiple people. When I first started kind of working with this deck, I started paying attention to the snake in the image here, okay? And it has all of the signs on the snake, okay? If I hold it up a little bit closer, okay, you see all these symbols for all the zodiac signs. And so you could have a multitude of people that are around you, okay? Maybe you're trying to get used to maybe being noticed, possibly, okay? Something that you do. Like I said, a birth of ideas, for a strong feeling of a birth of ideas. You could be somewhat of a creator, Cancer. And so, whatever it is that you are doing or working on, a lot of people are tending to pay attention to you or starting to gravitate towards you. You could be a person of great wisdom or creation that attracts a lot of attention, okay? And so, with this death card being here, it doesn't always mean an ending of something, okay? It could also mean a beginning, a new beginning, if you will, okay? And I feel like it is that in the sense of this Empress card showing up here with your energy, okay? Within your energy, not you per se, your sign, but just where your energy is in general, okay? So, I think it's a new beginning, birthing of something, okay? That's going to either draw attention of people or you already are drawing attention, okay? So now we have the energy between you and the situation, okay? And which is the Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords is pretty much air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? That could be signs in your chart or people around you. But Page of Swords is pretty much, you have two swords here behind this person. And it could be in reference to you guys giving more communication, maybe some light directives, things of that nature, okay? It's not Wands energy, so it's not passionate energy, but it feels like it's more, which Wands is more so about action. Whereas for me as a reader, I take swords as truth, things of that nature, okay? And directive, and being forthright. And so, Page of Swords is the lowest out of the suit in tarot when it comes to the swords. And that's a possibility of just very light directive and things of that nature, okay? Maybe come to truth about what it is that you truly want out of your personal endeavors, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the mindful messages. Mindful messages, we're going to pull two. This is what your main focus should be, okay? So I usually, with the mindful messages, you can take one message for yourself and one towards the situation, or you can take both messages for yourself or give both to the situation at hand, whatever resonates for you, okay? The colors associated on these messages, I put them with the chakras. So it could be something that you need to work on as far as like maybe any blockages, things of that nature, okay? Depending on the message on the cards. So we have hold lightly. Hold lightly, okay? This has a little bit of throat chakra and heart chakra here. It says, I take the things and people that come into my life lightly, not holding on too tight, so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. This does not mean I love any less or not value, but that I am open to the changes of life. Okay, so hold lightly. You have two people hugging here. Okay, um, again, with this death card, it could be new beginnings. Okay, new beginnings in the sense of changes, if you will. Okay, and so, you know, what you've been possibly used to, Cancer, it is possibly time to start kind of loosening up a little bit. Okay, and it may not be on your end, it could be on the opposite end of someone else, okay, of other people. And it could be just the changes of what's going on in the world now. People, you know, trying to head back to work, things, you know, trying to get back to normal, or, you know, the old normal, if you will. Okay, and so it may be kind of hard to transition back to what you used to do, okay, and starting a new routine. And so you may have to do some adjusting, okay. As far as there, like I said, there could be, like I said, some changes, either on your end or on the opposite end of someone else. And so you kind of have to be able to adjust. And like it says, you don't love any less, or devalue anything, okay. It's just being open to things changing, okay. So let's see what your second message is. The second message is play. Okay, play. Heart chakra here. Okay, I am completely engaged in what I do in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Okay, so learning to be completely engaged. Okay, as far as your activities. Okay, whatever it is that you're possibly creating right now, or maybe contemplating on creating, Cancers, it's not like work for you. It's something that you enjoy doing, okay. And so this may cause also, again, kind of directing back to change, okay. But again, whatever this is that you're doing, it is not work for you. It's something that you enjoy. It brings happiness to you, and you enjoy creating at this time, whatever it is, okay. So be deeply fulfilled by it, okay, and enjoy it. Don't make it too much into a job, otherwise you won't really want to engage in the fulfillment of creating something, okay. So that is your main focus right now. Like I said, you can take both of those messages for yourself, or you can split it between you and the situation at hand, okay? So we're going to go into the sacred geometry now, which is the outcome of the energy here in your spread. You can also take it as advice as well. You can do the same thing with the sacred geometry that we did with the mindful messages, and take either both messages for yourself or one each for yourself in the situation, okay. You can also, if you meditate, Cancers, you can, I always suggest this when I do my readings, is to take a screenshot of the imagery on these cards for the sacred geometry. They're very lucid in their colors. They're very vibrant, and so you can kind of get lost in the image, because to me it's almost like the images are moving, how vibrant the colors are. And so I would suggest using them as a visual aid, and kind of write down your thoughts as you're, you know, watching it. And you can always put like a meditation on in the background while you're looking at the image, okay. So let's go ahead and start with this first message, which is universal love 44, okay. Universal love, okay. Beautiful message here. Beautiful colors. It says the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself, okay, to the whole of existence itself, okay. Universal love, meaning, again, kind of reiterating this hold lightly. Okay, love is endless, it's infinite. Okay, no matter it be person, place, or thing. Okay, so universal love is, it expands to everything and to all. Okay, and so that is never going to change. Okay, whatever it is or whoever it is that you are thinking of at the time of this reading, know that that love does not change. Okay, no matter how far you are from this person or how far they are from you. Okay, they will always be with you. Okay, so let's move on to the second message to wrap up your reading. We have soul time. Soul time. This card has came out before. I believe it came out during Sagittarius's reading last month. Okay, you could have Sagittarius in your chart. All right, take the time to take a screenshot of that if you like. Very deep burgundy violet color here with a little bit of gold or amber, if you will. Okay, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Okay, same as what I stated with the universal love. Okay, so a new reality is to emerge. Okay, that's going right up underneath play. Okay, 40, you have triple fours here. Okay, protecting your energy as you're moving forward. Okay, sometimes when you have to deal with some changes, Cancer, it is sometimes for the best. Okay, maybe to reduce the possibility of distractions, if you will, whatever it is that you're creating. Okay, with triple fours being here, it's time for you to possibly focus a little bit more. Okay, again, if you're in a situation of where you've been, working from home and now it's time for you to get back into the office or into the world, as it may, you're gonna miss being at home with your counterpart possibly. Okay, and that's understandable. And so you've kind of got to adjust, and so does your partner as well. If you're in a relationship. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you love them any less or anything will change. Okay, as far as your love. Okay, but just being apart from one another is something you'll have to adjust to, especially if you've been with each other for so long. Okay, as everyone has been, for the most part. If you're not single, for the last 2 years, everyone's been inside, so it is going to be a little bit of a shock to the system, of course. So because I'm sure possibly it feels as though there's like a strong connection for some of you Cancers, where you've gotten to know your person a little bit more than what you thought you did. Okay, and it's brought you closer. Okay, and so that's a beautiful thing. All right, and that's not going to change. Okay, the closer you are, the stronger your love is. Okay, but now it's time for you to get back into the world, handle that business. Okay, so with that being said, Cancers, that's really all that I have for you guys tonight. We do have 3 more readings this week, so until then, peace.